All righty, there we go. Should be live now. All right, yep, welcome to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Murfreesboro.com podcast. We appreciate you tuning in. As always, we have a wonderful guest today, by the way. Beard champion Charlie over here. No, sorry. Man, I'm jealous of your beard. It's pretty epic. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you.
But
thank you.
My name's John. John I carry, the Murfreesboro guy, the host of the show today. And then Charlie has Single Tree BBQ.
Yes, sir.
Gigantic food truck trailer.
Trailer.
Yeah. But it's so big it looks like a truck.
It's massive.
It's massive. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. But man, I'm glad you made it in here today. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. I know you're very busy, but ever since it was funny because I think you're the first guest we've had that I never actually met beforehand. But we went back and forth through Instagram so much.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. But for those that don't follow Single Tree BBQ, right?
Yes, sir.
It's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the above.
All of the above. Any platform, it's Single Tree BBQ.
Yeah, BBQ. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, if you like food and barbecue, obviously, in general, definitely follow this guy right here because you are the definition of food porn. Your stuff is great.
Thank you. We try real hard.
You try. Well, you definitely succeed. So, and I know you were telling us earlier you get your wife and kid involved and do some funny stuff with them too.
Yeah, we did a video not too long ago where we dropped a pork butt off the top of the trailer.
I love that one, by the way. That was awesome.
and I had my wife shooting from one angle and my 8-year-old little Mason shooting from another angle, and he got the blunt end of the deal there, or the best end of the deal.
I was going to say, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, he smelled like pork butt and hickory for about a week and a half. So
about a week and a half. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not.
No,
that doesn't sound. Yeah,
no. I'm going to start my own cologne called Hickory.
That would be awesome. Yeah. I should just go around. Yeah. It's my natural BO. I smell like this.
It's just what I smell like. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Cool, man. Well, I'm gonna back up a little bit before we get into that. So Are you from Murfreesboro? You've been here most of your life?
So I've been here most of my life. I say I'm from Murfreesboro.
Okay.
I moved to Murfreesboro in the late 80s, 88, 89.
Okay, gotcha.
Back before there was anything really comparative to today. Mm-hmm. I lived with my mom in Atlanta, and we moved all over. And once I got to essentially middle school, it was time to get with my dad. And so I moved to Murfreesboro. We lived over right off of Eventide Drive in Highland, right next to MTSU, and
nice.
And I was there up until I think me and my wife moved in 2010. Mm-hmm. I went to Atlanta for college for 6 months or so.
I got you.
Came back, was in the Army for a couple of years.
Oh, thank you for your service. Thank you.
Well, thank you. That's what I do, man.
I got you.
So it's but this is home.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Been here for a long time.
Now, what is it about Atlanta? Because I think you're the third one we've had the guest involved, like the I Take It food truck. Those guys.
Yep.
They came here from Atlanta, and I'm trying to remember. There's another one, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. Excuse me, but. All from Atlanta. Like, does Atlanta just breed the good chefs over there, or what? Like, how's that?
I don't know, man. When I was little, and when I say little, meaning 5, 6, 7, 8 years old.
Oh, little. Okay.
Yeah. My mother worked her tail off.
Mm-hmm.
Single mom. She had me and my
kudos. Shout out, mom.
My little brother and little sister. Wow. And so we always had nannies and, people trying to watch us and make sure we had food on the table at the end of the day.
I got you.
And, I was just always very interested. Mm-hmm. And then I really developed a lot more passion for food once I moved to Nashville, amazingly enough.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
My grandfather had a farm in Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Named Single Tree Farm.
Oh, that's where it came from. There you go.
Where the name of the restaurant comes from.
Nice.
So,
okay. Well, you beat me to it. I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we would sit on the back porch and have fires and try to conquer the world problems while we're cooking dinner.
Yeah.
And so that really got me interested in cooking with wood.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a lot simpler to go in and turn the stove on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's a little bit more difficult to go start a fire and have there's so many different theories around what wood to use and this, that, and the other. We always used hickory because it's local. So
now, you have to excuse me. I'm a little naive with a lot of that stuff. Now, I've eaten plenty of barbecue, cooked different ways and stuff, but so the wood really does make that big of a difference.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So if you get into, the Texas, they use a lot of post oak.
Okay.
We use hickory because that's what I grew up on.
Okay. Gotcha.
You can get into mesquite, but it's going to have a much stronger flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, you're good. No coughing allowed.
No coughing allowed.
No. I'm just kidding.
I'll hold it in.
You hold it right.
You can get into, when you get into more of like almonds and cherries and those types of woods, they're a little bit softer flavors.
Okay.
So I like using those more on chicken and fish.
Okay.
But when you're getting into a big brisket and pork butts and I like to have a little bit more punch of the smoke.
Yeah.
And but I also don't want to cover it up with a whole bunch of rub and
I got you.
Put a little bit of rub on there for just added flavor, but let the meat and the smoke do the work.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, I see that you said like the chicken and fish and stuff. I see mostly brisket and everything on your Instagram here. So do you do? Yeah. I mean, when you're out and about doing your events and stuff, is it mostly brisket or do you do?
So the typical menu is going to be brisket, pulled pork, and sausage. Okay. So we have a jalapeno cheddar sausage that we do. It's pretty amazing. Awesome. So
are you going to have that Friday?
I will have that Friday.
Okay, we'll have to come check that out. Yeah. By the way, I've seen you pretty much every time over at the market on the
Friday night market.
Friday night market. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. So is that your permanent fixture over there? Is that how?
So we are there every Friday.
Okay.
I did it last year and loved it. So Miss Malika was so kind to let us come back this year.
Oh yeah, love her, man.
She's awesome. Franklin's Fruit Tea. They're amazing. Her and Jamel do a wonderful job of all the stuff that they do and the events they put on and I'm just happy they let me hang out with them every once in a while.
There you go.
Right. So we but we'll be there every Friday through the rest of August.
Okay.
After that, we have some coming soon news that starting in September we will no longer be there.
Okay. Yeah, actually, speaking of, tomorrow you're going to be on our good friend Jonathan Harmon's podcast with locally that said big announcement, right?
Yep. So me and Jonathan Harmon are going to go over there and meet Missy and Marissa.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
The locally owned Murfreesboro podcast tomorrow morning.
Nice.
And have some announcements to
Shout out to them. They're good friends over here. We love them over there. So make sure to check them out for big announcement from Single Tree.
Yeah. Coming soon.
Coming soon. There you go. I know we were a little premature. We couldn't get the announcement here. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time.
Day early.
Day early. I got you. So hey, Jeff, can you pull up there we go. Check this out, folks. This is his Instagram. Wanted to show you all some of it. Like this one. I know we played around with this one. One of those reels you did. Yeah. I mean, look at that. Yeah.
It's pretty juicy.
Yeah. And that's huge too. How big are these briskets, or how big are the slabs you get, pretty much? Like,
they range anywhere from like 12 to 25 pounds, probably. I prefer 15, 16 pounds.
Oh, ribs! I saw ribs on there.
Oh yeah, I do ribs every Friday.
Nice.
Right now, I'm in the process of talk. There's a restaurant here in town that I'm partnering with. We're testing it right now, so more news coming, but.
I like this one. I saw this one the other day.
Oh, the brisket trimming.
Yep. Look at that.
It's fun. I was telling you earlier. So I met a guy out of California named Sean Walchef, and one of the things that we talk about. We do a class a call every Wednesday and Friday on Clubhouse, and one of the things we talk about is just doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
And Fridays, a lot of the times, a guy named Troy Hooper. Just says F it Fridays.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
So in doing that, I met these fellows when I first started posting a lot and really trying to get stuff going this year. And I was terrified to trim a brisket on camera.
Really?
And post. Oh, I was petrified. Just scared to death.
Just didn't want to do it, or
it was kind of the ego or the pride.
Okay,
of,
I got you.
Who's going to ridicule how I'm
Understood.
I'm trimming it, how I'm cooking it, how I'm seasoning it, And I quickly realized something I say all the time, that there's no right or wrong way to cook barbecue.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, there's 1,000 different ways to do it the right way. Right?
Oh, nice.
So
like
it's the way I do it.
Yeah.
Not saying it's wrong, not saying it's right. It's the way I do it.
Exactly.
You know, it just so happens.
And folks, it's very good, by the way.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It happens that there's a couple people in this world that like it. So
just a few.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
So
I want to show this one because we just talked about. Can you do that again, Jeff? All right, y'all check this one out. This is the one we just talked about. Dropping the brisket off the top. I remember because I watched this, I'm like, what is he doing? And then where is it? There. Nope. There it is. Sandwich. Like, yeah, that's awesome. So your 8-year-old got the.
Yeah. So this shot right here. He's literally holding a camera right there next to it, and he's probably 4 feet away and just got splattered.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. So do they go with you to the market and stuff when you're out and about, or is it just mostly you? Or
they do sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it's when we first started almost 2 years ago, it was just us.
Yeah.
You know, my business partner is not a cook.
Okay.
He's never worked in a restaurant. He's an IT guy in healthcare and phenomenal and does amazing things for us.
Yeah.
But he doesn't cook.
He doesn't. I got you.
He does not cook. So I've done a lot to try to help teach him and show him, and he's come a long way in the last couple of years for sure. But so it was me, and my wonderful wife and my 2 kids that live with me, and my oldest son, my 3rd child. He's about as amazing as they get, but
that's awesome.
He's not. He's not a food guy.
Not a food
guy.
See, I was going to ask that. Like, does your family, are they like, okay, enough with the barbecue, Dad? We've eaten enough.
You know, it's funny. Everybody asks that question.
Oh, do that? Yeah.
You know, my wife and kids both, they always ask me, you know, okay, well, how much do you get to eat whatever you want, right? And it's funny. I mean, we've been blessed with the fact that I always run out.
Yeah, right.
You know,
I got you.
Doesn't matter how much I cook, people come in droves and come and get it. It's been amazing to see. But you know, my wife and kids absolutely love my macaroni and cheese. And
see, I didn't even know. I've just
it's on the Instagram. There's a picture of it from a couple of days ago.
Oh, nice.
But we always sell out of it. Mm-hmm. So when I get home, you know, there's
never there.
What kind of barbecue can we get today? Nothing. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, it's funny. The health department always asks when they do their inspections. Yeah. You know, what do you do with your leftovers? And my answer is always the same thing. I don't have any leftovers. You know,
that's awesome.
You know, I mean, it's amazing, and I'm like I said, I'm as blessed as can be for it. But I haven't had to worry about that problem yet.
That's such a wonderful problem to have.
It's an amazing problem to have. Like I said, I'm blessed, man. I can't.
We should challenge you one Friday or something over there and be like, all right, we need 75 pounds or whatever. Or is that how much do you bring on Friday?
So right now is the slowest time of the year for Fridays.
Okay.
Because school started back.
Oh, well, yes. It did start back.
You know, last week, this upcoming week, and then one more week after that is typically a little bit slower because, look, I mean, people are going back to school. I'm not upset with anybody.
Yeah,
I get it, right?
No,
You're going back to school. You just bought all your school clothes and supplies and trying to get back into routine. So by the time Friday comes around, everybody's ready for a nap. They don't want to go to Friday night market. So, but typically, so in the first part of the spring, I was cooking somewhere around 80 pounds of brisket, and 60, 70 pounds of pork. And then I'd probably cook, I think I was cooking 10 pounds of sausage. And then we do a Wagyu barbecue burger as well. And
that sounds good. Dang, I'm learning more about you as we go. This is awesome.
We do all kinds of
I see all your Instagram and your. Yeah. I'm just going to come try it. Can I have the left side of the menu today, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Redneck tacos, Oreo puddings, banana
What's a
pudding.
redneck taco?
So a redneck taco is if you can see it up my shirt. I got hoe cakes.
Hoe cakes, nice.
So it's a griddled hoe cake, which is cornbread.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You'd be amazed how many people don't know what a hoe cake is.
That's funny.
But that's why I made shirts. So, and I top that with about a half pound of pulled pork.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, coleslaw, and some jalapenos. Yeah.
Dude, I have, especially for some reason within the past year, I have this huge appreciation for coleslaw. So if you put it on something like that, that's going to be,
It's, well, it's kind of like the Wagyu barbecue burger we do.
Yeah.
So it's a Wagyu beef patty with Gouda cheese, pulled pork, barbecue sauce, coleslaw, and a little bit more barbecue sauce.
Oh man, my taste was just exploded thinking about it.
And it's all on a freshly baked bun from Charpier's Bakery.
Dang, going all out over here.
Yeah, the one thing I said when we started this was, I'm not going to sacrifice the quality.
Yeah.
And I want to have the highest quality products I can get.
Yeah.
So
now, you have like the greatest mission statement. I love it. So what is that?
So, I've been in the service industry my whole life. And even when I wasn't in the restaurant side, I was in the Army. And my grandfather and family just instilled that, part of what we do is just serve others. Yep. So when we started this company, I wanted to kind of sum it all up into a sentence. Yeah. And that's to build and help grow community through the perfect plate of barbecue. That
is an awesome mission statement, all summed up in one perfect little sentence.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So if you don't mind me asking, I'm going to back it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned you said around 2-ish years ago. So was it like COVID or something that kind of was the push?
So COVID started. I was director of operations, vice president, whatever my title was for Bar Louie.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I was traveling. I had Missouri, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, and Florida.
All over the place.
I was traveling anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week.
Dang.
I was in an airplane, hotel, and that had become the norm in my family. Mm-hmm. So we spent the better part of the last 12 years of our marriage and family that I was on the road, and so pandemic happened, and back up just a month, in February of 2020, Bar Louie filed for bankruptcy.
Okay. Yeah.
So we went from 130 something bars down to, I think it was 50.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or 60 maybe. I don't remember. And so there was a lot of cuts made then.
Yeah.
A lot of layoffs. Then a month later, the pandemic happens.
Yeah.
So for the company to stay above float, they were lucky in the sense that they were in a bankruptcy because they were kind of protected.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But then as well, they kind of saw, we're going to have to make even more cuts. So I think we went down to 75 and then down to 50 in the pandemic. But so again, they made more cuts. We went through. We had a threshold we had to hit, and if you didn't hit that, then we had to talk about and make serious decisions.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Luckily, most of all of my team did very well, and I had to make as minimal cuts as anybody in the company.
I got you.
But I had some awesome people working for me, and that's what it comes down to. So, in October of 2020, we made more cuts.
I got you.
And during that time, I was a part of those realignments and layoffs, and I was telling you, it was the worst best day of my life.
Worst best day. Okay, got it. Yeah.
So we had until I think the end of November, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I got you.
For as long as I was going to stay with Bar Louie, but that was the end. That was the end for me at Bar Louie. I'm in my office and typing away on the computer, looking at Indeed and Monster and LinkedIn and calling everybody and anybody I know. Who's hiring in the middle of a pandemic for a restaurant executive.
Yeah, I got you.
And there wasn't anybody.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure.
We kept our head down, and I got up every morning, got my coffee, went straight to the office, kept looking. And
there you go.
About a week goes by, and my wonderful bride walks into the room and says, "What are you doing?" "Well, honey, I'm looking for a job."
Yeah, right.
She goes, "Yeah, but what are you going to do?" "I don't know. It's the middle of a pandemic."
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think you're going to find? She wasn't being facetious at all. She was genuinely asking,
trying to plan.
Do you think you're going to find a job?
Yeah.
Because if not, then we need to go find something.
Yeah.
Even if it's a part-time, hourly position, let's go figure that out.
Yeah.
Raking leaves. whatever,
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
So you got to take care of the family and pay the bills.
Yep.
So I said, I'm going to find something. I'm going to figure it out. And she looks me as serious as I've ever been looked at and said, why don't you stop trying to work for everybody else and make them money?
Yeah.
And start working for yourself and make your own money.
Hold on. What's your wife's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Awesome. That's killer. Sorry.
Yeah. It was the biggest gut-wrenching punch I had ever gotten in my life of, I mean, she said it right. Look, you've been doing this for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
You've done it your whole life. It's what you love to do.
Yeah.
You work harder than anybody I've ever met. Mm-hmm. How hard do you think you're going to work for yourself?
Right.
And something that you love to do.
Yeah.
So, that afternoon, Single Tree was born.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, so, okay. I'm going to go shake your wife's hand. Is she going to be there Friday?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe sort of. Maybe. Sarah, if you hear this, come on out Friday. I'd like to shake your hand and say thank you.
We try to let her do her thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Without her, I would be lost.
Yeah. That's generally how it works with all this. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
I have my oldest son who's 16, and then we have two little boys. One that's 10 and 8. And they both have sports and school,
of course,
and all of that. And without her, they wouldn't be able to get where they get to go, and I wouldn't be able to do what I need to do. And
understood.
So it's they come and hang out when they can. But,
I got you.
I try not to put too much on her. She takes so much off of my plate. I can't ask her for too much.
Oh yeah, it's a give take, but it sounds like that is quite the job she's handling. So yeah. Especially 3 boys.
Well, and on top of that, she runs her own business as well.
Oh wow!
So she's got we call it the T-shirt sweatshop, but it's the Pink Room TN.
Cool.
So she makes all of my shirts and designs.
Nice.
And all of that stuff for me as well. So
wait a sec, she on Instagram?
She is.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Pink Room TN.
Mm-hmm. Pink Room TN.
I'm gonna look that up when we're done. I'm almost positive I've seen that. But okay, cool.
She can make and do anything you ever. If you have the idea, she can design it and come up with it.
So does she have her own designs that she does, or is it's strictly for like
both?
Okay,
so
got it.
she does a lot of her own designs. She has a new smiley face T-shirt with the different schools on it. And
cool.
So she's extremely creative and brilliant when it comes to graphic design, and it's pretty awesome.
So is she purely social media? Does she have a website? People can check her out.
She's in the process of doing all of that. It's strictly primarily social media, Facebook and Instagram.
Heck, that's all you need now anymore. It seems like.
I know. Yeah. It's we debate and battle the website stuff all the time. It's if you do a good enough job with your social, it can carry you through.
Yeah. Well, social now with all the platforms, they make it so easy to just upload image, buy here, that sort of stuff.
Well, I talk a lot about people. I'm 42 years old, and in my age demographic, most of us still use Google.
Yep, I got you.
If we're looking for something,
hey, I'm in your demographic too.
So we don't think about going to Instagram and going, okay, I need a new hat.
Yeah, I got
and
you.
Using it as a search platform.
Yeah.
But when you're searching out small businesses, they get lost in the Google monstrosity.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
I fight every day to try to get on the first page of Google.
Yep.
And we're doing a decent job, but it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, but if you go to Instagram or Facebook or whatever and type in barbecue, Murfreesboro barbecue, well, I'm probably going to pop up.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. But see, that's just like what you said. I love Google because people are searching for whatever they're looking for. I think social is the perfect example, like how we were talking about this sign right here behind us. I just popped up as an ad on my Insta. I think it was Facebook or Instagram. I was like, oh, there's something I need that I didn't even know about.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You're like, oh, look at this shirt. Look at this barbecue. I need to try that. So that's awesome. Well, good deal. Okay, cool. I look forward to meeting her and checking that out. And like I said, shaking her hand for getting you started.
She's amazing, man.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Sounds like that's wonderful. Cool. So do you have any plans for us? I know you said it's a trailer, but it's huge. So, like, you have plans for, like, a second truck or trailer or anything like that?
So, I'm working on a couple of different things.
Okay, cool.
One One is a static location.
Okay.
And to where, right now, one of the biggest questions I get is, people will come up, they order their meal and then they leave and then they come back and go, man, where's your restaurant?
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Well, I don't have one yet.
I got you. That like phase
so
2.
We're working on it.
Yeah. Understood. So, yeah. No, I totally get it. Yeah.
There's a restaurant in town that I am testing some things right now with.
Very cool.
Where I may end up, may not. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. You're testing. Yeah.
Taking over their kitchen, and it'd still be their restaurant, but it would feet Single Tree BBQ's
very
menu
cool.
every day.
Nice.
Where we will have a static location. That is going to start in September.
Okay. Nice.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's podcast.
That's right. Yeah,
to get that announcement of where and when and what we're doing. And we'll still be available to go out and do some larger events.
Yeah.
If needed. It just takes a little bit of planning. But that's going to be able to offer us third-party delivery, so you can get DoorDash and Uber Eats. We're already using Hometown, but it's a little bit more difficult because I have to give them the address of where we're going to be every day.
Got it.
But so we'll use Hometown with John. He does a great job as well.
He does do a good job. Yeah.
He's another small business owner that started from scratch and has built a pretty amazing business.
Yeah, so. I remember I met with him forever ago, and he had like 3 restaurants or something.
Right.
But he was like, I'm going to make this work. I ain't giving up, and talking. Yeah. And now he's got like all of Rutherford County, pretty much, it seems like. But
look, great guy. Yeah. Does a phenomenal job, and we'll continue to use him once we we get going too. So, our plans are to get the trailer back out on the road eventually, full time. But we want to get a stagnant location. Yeah. So we get that stagnant location where it's kind of to see how it goes and what we can build off of, and I think we've got a deal that's going to be pretty amazing. Yeah. For both parties involved. So in doing that, we'll be able to be open from 12 to 8 or 9 every day.
Nice.
So you can order your barbecue and get it delivered through DoorDash or whatever platform you like to use, and then still be able to offer the caterings.
Yeah.
And bringing the truck out for larger events. So, we do a big event in Crossville every year in September, the Homestead Apple Festival. And, there's tens of thousands of people there every day. And, this year we're going to do the Bacon Festival over.
I can't wait for that. Yeah.
When
is that?
September 10th.
September. Thank you. I knew it was coming up. Can remember the date.
Okay. Come see me.
Yeah.
We're gonna have bacon wrapped Oreos.
Bacon wrapped Oreos.
Yeah. Smoked bacon wrapped Oreos.
I have not heard of that one before. That's a new one. Yeah. I would try that just to try it regardless.
It's it's different.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not what you expect.
Yeah.
But it's pretty incredible.
Now, is that one of those cases where you always hear everything's better with bacon? And so is it like Oreo better with bacon?
Look, I will tell you that 75% of the people that eat them go bananas for it.
Do they?
I mean, they're just amazed by it.
Yeah.
And then there's 25% that are like, it's good.
It's good. It's good. Okay.
It's not. I haven't had anybody go, ooh.
I mean, Oreo and bacon. That doesn't sound like an ooh combination, but
no. It's kind of like I did a pork sandwich in a donut.
In a donut?
Yeah.
So like you cut the donut in half and then do it like.
Yeah. Shout out to Donut Country. I took.
Was it their glazed donuts?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I call it the sticky hog.
Is it?
Yeah. It's amazing.
I'm gonna go get one of their donuts and come out Friday and just be like, "Can you load me up, please?"
Look, my wife goes over there all the time. I love their glazed donuts and their coffee. Yeah. And every time I save one donut so I can have a sticky hog.
A sticky hog.
It's one of those things where if you're walking up to the truck and ordering, you're like, I don't know. But if you actually the sweetness and the texture of their donuts, with the pulled pork and my barbecue sauce, it's a combination made in heaven. It's pretty delicious.
I'm a huge sweet tooth fan. I got a huge sweet tooth and I love sweet stuff. And their donuts are pretty on par, man.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Have you tried the new Joe and Doe's place?
I haven't gotten up there yet.
Yeah,
I keep seeing it and want to go try it, but I haven't tried it yet.
I'm convinced we need to do a showdown between Donut Country and Joe and Doe's.
Really?
I've experienced Donut Country many times, but Joe and Doe's just a handful of times, but every time they like knocked it out of the park with what I had. Now, I'm also a huge coconut fan, and they had like this coconut donut, and I tried it. It was amazing, right?
Yeah.
But their donuts, for one, are huge, and they make them fresh, just like, you know, like you used to see a Krispy Kreme coming out, but it's like all of them. But, I mean, Donut Country's the OG, you know? I mean, they're...
Look, man, I grew up on Donut Country.
Exactly,
I mean, that's... You know, some people say it's nostalgia, and there's other donuts. I disagree.
Yes,
the Donut Country to me, my kids are the same way. So, you know, we got. I think we've had a couple of dozen this week.
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
right.
What is it, Tuesday?
Right. You know, we're already 4 boxes in.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you can't go wrong with Donut Country.
Oh, I know.
They're just, and they're good people.
Yeah, they are very good people over there. Yeah. I love the. God, you have to excuse. I'm so bad with names. I apologize to the lovely lady over there at Donut Country. But when I go in, she knows I love like red velvet and blueberry stuff. And I went in one time, and no joke, she's like, "John, come here. She goes, we got red velvet blueberry." I was like, "Ah!" I guess it was just something they made. I mean, this was like forever ago, but they had made it. And I was like, no questions asked. Just give me one. I'll take it right now. But
that's awesome.
Oh, I know. And God, man, they're apple fritters.
Are good.
It's the size of my foot. Like, they're huge. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm sorry we got off on a tangent with donuts.
Well, you're gonna with these like sweet stuff, you're gonna have to come check some of our desserts out. We
dessert. Okay.
Yeah. So this week, well, backstory just a little bit.
Yeah.
So my wife is an extreme baker, and she has chocolate chip cookies that just will blow you away. I mean, they're amazing. I think I had like 6 of them yesterday. That's probably why I'm so chunky.
Oh, shit.
But she makes a Oreo pudding.
Ooh.
And it's a cookies and cream ice cream in pudding form.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
Y'all have this Oreo theme going on. I like it.
Oh yeah. Well, I came up with the bacon wrapped Oreos because we had Oreo pudding. And we also have banana pudding, which she has the best banana pudding in the country, in my opinion. But
of course,
it's pretty tasty too. So every week, I was having to go to the store and buy bananas or the Oreo or whatever, and I'd have to go to my wife and say, "Hey, can you make me a batch of this?" You know, I kind of need it.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, yeah, and so I kept going, man. I mean, I can't ask my wife to make my food every week.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, she did it for like 1.5 years. So,
oh gosh.
So I was sitting on the truck one day, and that's where the Oreos came in.
Okay.
The bacon wrapped Oreos. So I wanted to have something else that I could offer that she didn't have to make.
Yeah.
And then we were at Cedar Glades Brewery one day, and I came up with a chocolate chip hoe cake. And I made 2 of them, and I put whipped cream in the middle of it and called it a redneck ice cream sandwich.
Nice.
But there's no ice cream.
Okay.
It's just whipped cream. So I had to change it. I
got you.
So then I came up with a redneck strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
So it's a hoe cake. It's cornbread with chocolate chips on the inside of it.
Yeah.
And then I top that with a homemade strawberry puree, or a truck-made strawberry puree.
Oh, man, that sounds good.
And then a little bit more chocolate chips, some whipped cream.
You're speaking my language, man.
Well, now that strawberries have kind of gone out of season, peaches are now in season. So our buddy John Harmon started talking about peaches one day and got me excited. So this week we're gonna have the chocolate chip hoe cake shortcake with peaches.
Yeah.
So we call it a peaches and cream.
Oh,
so
man.
It's It's top notch.
If I drool on the table, I apologize, folks, if you see that. So I'm like frothing the mouth over here.
When I get home today, I actually got to make the puree.
Nice.
So, yeah.
By the way, you got I Take It guys giving you a shout out over here.
Yeah. What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, and Kevin Edmondson. What's up, Charlie?
What's going on, Kevin?
There you go. Nice. But sorry. Leave that alone. Go through the comments. Get lost in the comments sometimes.
Good stuff. Oh, and there's Jessica Johnston. She says she needs more banana pudding. Look at that.
Jessica Johnston.
More pudding. We got you, Jessica.
There you go. Nice. Hey, Jessica. Shout out to her. So, man, this is killer. I still just drooling over your Instagram here. This thing's phenomenal. So, that you've got to have fun doing some of these videos, though. I mean,
I have a blast doing it all.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
It's the hardest job I've ever had.
Okay. Yeah, I can second that.
It's the most stressful job I've ever had. You know, it's there's a huge difference when you have a quote unquote guaranteed paycheck every week.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. You know your employer is going to send you your paycheck to your bank account.
Yep.
You know, if I'm not working, I'm not making money.
Yep.
Right.
Understood.
So, you know, that side of it is stressful and scary. And, you know, what are you going to do if we go back into another recession or whatever? Yeah. Right. So, but it's the most amazing thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at some of my analytics from some of my socials this week, and we've reached over, I think it's 114,000 people in the last 90 days on social media.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
One, just the fact that 100,000 people want to know about my little redneck butt and what I'm doing every day and what a hoe cake is. Yeah. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing that I get to sponsor and be a part of the community in some of these sports teams. You know, like last year we sponsored the Blackman softball team.
Oh, very cool.
And the Rockville softball team. And
oh, that's awesome.
You know, we'll probably do more of it again this year. Yeah. And you know, it's so fulfilling to, you know, do some of those things and help the community. And I'm working on putting together a donation. For Toys for Tots or some local organization this year. Yeah. There's a guy in Huntsville at a radio station that does a thing called Bikes or Bust every year that I just think is absolutely amazing.
Bikes or Bust. I like that. Okay.
So we're probably going to do something similar to that.
Yeah.
Where you can, you know, go buy a new bike or give cash or whatever and donate and try to raise some stuff for kids that, you know, can't have the things that, you know, a lot of other kids can have. Yeah. And to be able to do that is way more fulfilling than any corporate job I've ever had.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You know, when I tell people all the time that as a business owner or a leader in the community or a leader in business or just anybody for that matter, we impact people's lives every day.
Yeah. Oh, for
good, bad, indifferent, right? Mm-hmm. I believe it's our job to impact people's lives in a positive manner. Yeah. How we do that is what's important. Yeah. Right. And, you know, I'm not one of those guys that, you know, sit around and say, oh, well, you know, go smile at somebody. Yeah. You know, it's, you know, put something actionable to it and do something. Yep. And if you have the ability to make that kind of impact, you're going to be far more rich than you ever will in dollar signs.
Well, see, you got a twofer there. That's, God, I love it. So obviously you're helping the community and doing things and helping out in different ways, but you're doing so by like putting smiles on other people's faces through your food, you know? Right. And so like people are coming, I mean, how many times you've seen somebody take a bite of one of your sandwiches or something? They're like, oh my God. Yeah.
My favorite thing in the world, and I've had it a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, and it warms my heart more than anything else. Yeah. If you come up to my truck and you get a brisket sandwich or whatever, and you come back and you tell me it's amazing, it makes me feel amazing in itself. Yeah. When a kid comes up to my truck and tells me, and I think it's on my Instagram, I posted a picture of him. I wanted to make him famous. He's such a cute little kid. Yeah. He said, I just wanted to tell you, your pork is so good.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think here it is. This kid?
Oh, yeah. That little guy? Yeah. That little guy was amazing, man. Yeah. He was awesome. And then last week I had I had a little boy. They was in a neighborhood, and we did an event, and him and his family came in. They ordered, and he ordered. I mean, the kid was 7, maybe 8, and he ordered brisket, which is unusual.
Okay, yeah.
And he drew me a picture. I wish I had it. I mean, he drew me a picture and told me that my food was amazing and the brisket was amazing, and he can't wait to come back and see me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We've had kids draw us. They took little magnet puzzle pieces, and put our names on it and colored them and stuff. They're hanging up in my truck right now.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the Wall of Fame.
That's
cool.
It's those things. Kids don't lie to you.
That is true. They don't have a filter. They don't.
There's no filter, and it's amazing to have the impact on a little boy or girl that we impacted them enough to where they had to come back and tell us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the attention span of a 7-year-old is not very long. So
right.
We did our job, right?
Yep.
That's what it's about.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing to be able to do stuff like that.
Well, and also off that, the ripple effect from that, because in the video, one thing you saw with the mom holding the little boy, she was just ear to ear grin.
Oh yeah.
And very well the next time they see you, they're like, "Oh, we got to go get it." And so that's phenomenal. I love that. Yeah, that I can only imagine how rewarding that must feel. So
it's pretty incredible.
Well, and it's not just. I know that's not an isolated incident, because I've seen your truck and you have a line of people that come to your truck. So
we do get a pretty decent line.
Yeah.
The good thing about us is we're fast. When I started this whole process, I one of the things that I despise about a lot of food trucks is how long it takes to get food.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's and look, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
It takes time to cook food.
Yeah.
Right. And the more orders you get, there's only a limited amount of space, so you can't put more people in there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Right? That's true. Yeah.
I can fit 3 people in my truck, and that's it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's tight.
Yeah.
So
I got you.
I wanted to make sure that no matter how long my line was, it consistently moved.
Yeah.
And so we've added some stuff. We got some new software and new point of sale systems that help the line continuously move.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait as long.
Yeah.
My goal is from the time you order to the time you get your food is under 3 minutes.
Very cool.
So
very fast.
I want to be we cook slow food fast.
Yeah, food fast. I like that.
I want you to get it as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And enjoy it as fast as possible.
That's awesome.
So
if you don't mind, one thing we like to ask, and this actually, I'm stealing this from Jonathan Harmon. Thanks, Jonathan. But he originally asked that. I'm like, that's a great question. But starting your new business and doing all that and chasing the dream, that sort of thing, what's some advice you throw out there for anybody looking to start anything, food truck, new business, just go out and I don't know, I'm nervous, what's some advice you got for people that may be teetering on the edge? Or
one, I would say do it.
Yeah.
Number one. All right, but before you do it, you got to have a plan.
Yep.
And whatever that plan is, don't deviate from that plan.
Got it.
One of the things that I specifically and my partner as well had struggled with for especially the first 6 months to almost a year, I guess, was getting away from our plan.
Okay.
And we knew what our mission statement was. We just hadn't written it down on paper yet.
Got it.
So I wrote down my mission statement.
Yeah. And
now when we're making decisions on what we're doing, we go back to the mission statement.
Gotcha.
Is this going to continue driving that mission statement? If the answer is no, then you don't do it.
Okay, got it.
If the answer is yes, then you should do it.
You should do it.
Doesn't matter what it costs. You should do it.
Yeah.
Because your mission is what drives your business, right? If you want to open, there's a guy that I talk to on Instagram right now who is trying to start a food truck.
Nice. Okay.
And I gave him the same advice is, look, man, don't, he's trying to find a trailer and do the whole deal. And I said, look, don't just go buy anything.
Yeah.
Buy what your brand is. If you want something nice that looks nice and this, that, and the other, then that's what you need to go get.
Yeah.
Don't Don't go buy something for half the price because you can afford it now.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, and stay on brand, stay what you need to do, and stick with it. And there's going to be times you wake up in the morning and you're going to go, oh,
yeah, oh yeah. What the hell was I thinking?
Did I start a business? They said, okay,
okay,
well, yeah.
You
know, I mean, you roll over and you go, oh my goodness,
yeah.
You know, you're tired. You know, you're stressed.
Oh yeah.
You don't know which way's left or right. But you know, I go back to if you stick to what your plan is, and continue to drive, the rewards. You know, that little boy coming up and telling you that your pulled pork is amazing.
Totally.
Is going to relieve so much of that stress.
Oh, totally.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, I look at it from a standpoint of, for me, you know, all I have to do is look at my kids.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, I spent more time away from my kids in the first 8 years and 6 years of their lives.
Yeah.
Than I'd ever even realized.
Yeah.
You know, missed ball games, missed family functions,
Yeah.
you know, holidays, etc.
Yeah.
All because I was working for a corporation and somebody said I had to go there.
I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
And look, I miss a lot now. Don't get me wrong. I probably miss just as much, but I put my kids to bed every night.
I would say you're here.
I wake up with my kids every morning. Yeah. Well, I say I put my kids to bed at night. My wife does. I can't lie.
Hey, you're still there. You're here.
But I'm at home. I get to tell them good night every night.
That's right.
So it's a different world.
Yeah.
And it's so much more rewarding. It's so much more, you know, it's so much more fun, you know, to be able to see my family on a regular basis, let alone, you know, I mean, it's like today, you know, I mean, I'll leave here and I'll work for the rest of the day.
Oh, yep.
You know, get ready for the week and start rocking and rolling. And, you know, the kids have practice and school and functions and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I can't really attend this week because I got too many things going on.
Yeah,
but,
I get you.
You know, at least I get to see them.
Yeah, but see, you gotta that like with your kids now, because that's got to be rewarding too. Because now they're like the cool kids. Because hey, have you tried his dad's food truck? That stuff's awesome. Or like you can go to their events and do stuff.
It's amazing. It's from now on, my kids will always wear a Single Tree shirt for school pictures. And it's funny. The story is last year, we were in a hurry and they were getting ready for school and they didn't realize, or my wife and I forgot that it was school picture day.
Oh no.
And it just so happens that they both wanted to wear Single Tree shirts that day.
Okay.
So they both have their school pictures last year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Single Tree shirts.
Yeah.
So my oldest son wants I got hoe cake shirt to wear for his school pictures this year. I don't think we're gonna let that happen.
Hey, kudos, A for effort though.
Yeah. Simply because I'm not sure that the principals would agree that it's a griddled cornbread.
It's just cornbread, folks.
I know. It's just cornbread.
But you know, you could get that cool principal that'd be like, yeah, it's cornbread. I like that. Go ahead. You never know.
I love his principal.
Oh, good deal. Yeah. I love a lot of the principals around here. Very good.
They do a pretty good job.
Yeah. Yes. And they got a lot of kids to look after. So kudos for that.
Sure.
Oh my God. The fact they do that.
Yeah. Look, there's a couple of jobs over the last couple of years that I would not have taken. And education is one of them. Those teachers and principals and administration have the school board. They have one of the toughest jobs in the world, right? I mean, they deal with all of us every day, right? And you know, we all wake up on the wrong side of the bed at some point in time and take it out on the wrong person. So, you know, it's a job. I bless their hearts, man. They do a phenomenal job.
Oh, so, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, I really appreciate you coming on. Thank you. We went quite a while, and I know you got to go back and start prepping, so I'm sorry to hold you. But
you're good, man.
Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you made it. This is killer. We've been going back and forth for weeks now. So
I love it. Yeah, I love it, man. It's exciting.
Yeah. Well, one more time before we end, you want all your social media stuff, website? How can people find you if they want to do events with you, whatever?
Yep. So you can go to my website, which is www.singletreebbq.com. All socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of them are at Single Tree BBQ. My email address is you can just contact sales at singletreebbq.com. Or you can call me at 615-307-0120.
All right. I'll put that in the comments after we're done. So
perfect.
Okay. Cool. And by the way, kudos on getting the branding on all of them. Single Tree.
Hey,
you know how hard that is to do, by the way?
It's we got lucky.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Good deal. Well, man, thank you again. Appreciate it. And come out Friday, everybody watching. Friday at the
Friday night. We will be Wednesday we'll be at Panther Creek. Thursday we'll be at Cedar Glades.
Okay.
Friday we'll be at the market in Cannonsburg.
What time at each place?
5 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Each one? That's easy.
Each one.
Yeah. All right. So Panther Creek, then Cedar Glade, then the market. Okay.
Yep.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, folks. You can try them out. And the mac and cheese.
Yep. Don't forget the mac and cheese.
So wait, hold on. Can we like start a movement of people like bring a donut and you try it?
Bring a donut and I'll put pork on it.
Okay. I'm totally going to do that. So
yeah, I will. If you get it now, it has to be a Donut Country donut.
Yeah, just the glazed donut.
Just their glazed donut.
Okay.
Yeah, you bring me a glazed donut. And I'll put my pork and barbecue sauce on it for you.
Dude.
It's something, if you haven't had a sticky hog yet, you got to try it.
You know what? I need to do that. And I need to document it and show people so they can see this in action.
I love it. I love it, man. Look, you bring me a donut and I'll tag you on mine too.
Done deal.
We'll make it happen. It's pretty good. So we're actually getting ready to do a lot of other new items as well. Yummy mac and cheese. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jamie, it is.
There you go.
It's delicious.
That's awesome.
That's for sure. So we actually have there's a couple of guests that come to us every Friday.
Yeah.
And they get one pork sandwich and like 7 sides of mac and cheese.
7 sides.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Can I just have a little pork, please? But all the mac and cheese you got.
Kelly's amazing, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Her and her daughter do it. They come and I always get mac and cheese.
Nice, cool.
It's awesome.
I'll try that too. Cool. Well, thank you again. We appreciate it. I won't hold you up. So, and as always, to everybody watching, we appreciate you following and tuning in as always. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.